At 16, I thought I knew what it meant to be comfortable in my own skin. Little did I know it would be well over 10 years before I figured out that what I thought was comfortable was actually everything but. I was the girl who wouldn't leave the house without makeup. I wouldn't dare wear my glasses in public. Yes, even when I needed them to see. In middle school, some girls called me flat in PE, and that was well before I even realized what the importance of not flat would quickly be. In high school, I changed for cross-country and track in the bathroom stall instead of the locker room because it was imperative to wear a padded push-up under my sports bra. I thought that was comfortable. I thought what was comfortable was doing anything and everything you can to blend in, because if you didn't, then everyone would have something to say about why you don't fit in. I finished school to move on to chasing the wow. Fire hydrant red hair, royal purple locks, lip piercings, and a nose piercing, and constantly changing looks. Bikini line tattoos and side shave haircuts. I was a mom of 3, but who cares, I thought. I want to be me. I thought this was comfortable. I thought this was comfortable until I was dead certain I was my own person who was continually lied to and gaslit by others, manipulated by a spouse, and drowned by the thick down wool that weighed so heavily over the covers. I was 22 with 3 kids under 3, and damn it, I was my own person. Comfortably. I thought this was so until I realized it wasn't. I still guarded myself, protected my image, only shared the profound stuff, the moving stuff, the I may be imperfect, but in admitting that, I'm perfect. The I'm too good to cuss in public and better not walk around with any skin showing on my stomach. What happened with this? It slowly came out. Slowly but surely, little by little, the go ahead and judge me pieces oozed out dribble by dribble. I caught myself facing people in my life who would point out how much I've changed, but the funny thing was, I didn't change at all. I just became so tired and emotional and mentally ill, perhaps. I really didn't care if I'd fall. I didn't care about any of those mishaps. I fell 3 times, in fact. 3 times I traded my sanity for paper scrubs and group therapy and whatever prescriptions I thought would bring comfortable back to me. Since 16 years old, I've carried my head high for being modest and prudish and guarding my sailor speak of English. Probably 3 people in this world will laugh at this because they know that's not true. Behind closed doors, I'm a freak. I'm intense. I'm absolutely crazy and dark and deep and passionate and silly out of the blue. At 16, I thought I was comfortable in who I was as a woman, but turns out I wasn't comfortable as I was at all. I was only as comfortable as everyone else around me saw. I've taken pieces of the ideal person and painted those traits on every day. The one who doesn't mumble what the fuck and holy shit and go the fuck away all damn day. The one who'd never get drunk in public or accompany her man to the gentleman's club with a decent-sized cash brick. The one who wouldn't be caught dead wearing rainbows because I'd go to hell for thinking there was only one love and all this chaos. The one who'd be a slut or a disgrace for piercing her nipples or any other spot that wasn't directly on her ears or, heaven forbid, her face. The kind of comfortable that meant I'd follow the norms and do what old-fashioned, non-existent rulebooks told me I had to do to conform. Had to be a great chef, had to be a head laundress, had to school the kids at home and care about nothing frivolous. Had to dedicate my life to being solely a mother and dependently a wife. Since 16, I've continually battled the confusion of never knowing why something was missing. I did what I was told, I followed instruction, I obeyed authority and clung to protection. Protection from the thought of disappointing anyone around me for being me? I'm 26 now, and all I have to say, the things I thought made me comfortably me at 16 were the very same restraints that made me afraid to be me and stay. All these rules in my head constantly being marked off. Did I bite my tongue here or pretend I didn't like something there? Did I suppress how I really felt to avoid anyone gazing into my soul with a dreaded judgmental stare? Did I push up my flat chest? Did I cover my knees with that skin-tight dress? Did I cook better and clean better and behave myself better than all the rest? Was I truly being comfortably me, or was I being a copy of all the traits I've added to my tool belt for years, all the things I thought would make people respect me? Wow, 10 years later, and I'm writing a rambling book, a long and useless Facebook post accompanied by a few superficial pictures of how I look. But the real point I'm trying to drive home here is that it's been a decade of 10 years, more than 3,650 days living with incessant fears, tears, cold shouldering the man upstairs. Afraid that if I was on the outside who I really was on the in, I'd be betraying family and friends and all those who ever falsely knew me therein. At 16, I thought I was comfortable as me, and I guess maybe there's some truth there to a degree, the majority inside that wants to appease and suffice to everyone indefinitely around me. But as I'm growing and learning and putting so much forward to becoming a better me, The more work I complete, the more those ideals slip away, the more being comfortable with everyone else's version of me, their way. I'm standing here today, all sailor words and tattoos and piercings only my husband can see, all self-doubtedness and moodiness and judgmental hatred towards myself absolutely rusting beside me. I'm finally acknowledging the fact that me doesn't include what everyone else thinks they should see. Me is what makes me undoubtedly, undeniably, completely, and comfortably me.